Meditations for Every Day in the Year by Bishop Richard Challoner. June 17th. On the Blessed Eucharist as a sacrifice of thanksgiving. Consider first that we are also indispensably obliged to return due thanks to God for all his bounties, favours, and mercies to us, and that, as these are boundless and infinite, he has a right to call for a return of all the gratitude and love we are capable of, and that nothing less than an infinite thanksgiving can be equivalent to the debt we owe him. But oh, how little is all that our store can afford towards discharging so immense a debt! If we should ever offer him our whole being, and this could be a return for the great benefit of our creation, by which he has given us this being, what should we have left to give him, or what return should we be able to make him for our redemption, for our preservation, for our vocation, and for so many others his benefits, and above all for that eternal free love of his for us, which is the source of all these benefits? See then how good our God has been in furnishing us, by the means of the Eucharistic sacrifice, with a standing fund to enable us to discharge this infinite debt, and to render him thanksgiving worthy of him. Consider, secondly, that as the thank offerings of the law of nature and of the law of Moses fell infinitely short of answering in a proper and sufficient manner the obligation incumbent on mankind of returning due thanks to God, the Son of God himself became man to make himself our priest and victim, and in that quality to offer up in our behalf a worthy sacrifice of thanksgiving, no less infinite by reason of the dignity of his person than those favours and mercies were for which he makes this return of thanks. This sacrifice of thanksgiving he offered once upon the cross, and offers daily in the Eucharist upon 1,000,000 of altars throughout the world, and in this offering he expects that his whole family of heaven and earth should join with him, that with him and through him they may make a daily return of worthy thanks for all God's blessings bestowed upon both him and them. See, my soul, thou be never wanting in this duty. Consider, thirdly, what this thanksgiving is that we are to offer up daily to God in the sacrifice of the Blessed Eucharist, a sacrifice which takes its very name from thanksgiving. 1. We are to return thanks to God for his own great glory manifested in all his works. 2. We are to thank him in particular for the great work of our redemption. 3. We are to offer up to him this sacrificing thanksgiving for the incarnation and birth of his Son, and for all the blessings bestowed upon him according to his human nature, for his doctrine and miracles, for his passion and death, for his resurrection and ascension, and for all that power which is given according to his human nature. All that power which is given him in heaven and earth. 4. We are likewise to offer up sacrifice and thanksgiving for ourselves, and for the whole Church, triumphant, militant, and patient, and for all that mercy, grace, and salvation which has at any time been derived by man from the sovereign source of all good through Jesus Christ. See, Christians, how much we all in general have to thank God for, besides the special favours for which each one in particular stands indebted to the divine bounty. But infinite thanks be to his infinite goodness, who has provided for us this sacrifice of infinite value, in which we may daily present ourselves before him in the company of Jesus Christ his Son, and make him a suitable and acceptable offering through him for his favours. Conclude to unite daily thy intentions with those with which Jesus Christ daily offers this sacrifice upon all the altars throughout his church. The thanksgiving offered by him, and nothing less, will be equal to thy debt.